Detectives are proclaimed individuals in media and other forms to be great problem solvers and to an extent super geniuses. Many detectives take notes from come in many forms, from minds such as Adrian Monk, Batman, Kyoko Kirigiri, Conan Edogawa, and others cannot fail to mention Sherlock Holmes when naming off detectives and all other famous feats. With all that being said, the detective that we are going to talk about is the widely popular L from Death Note. And no, we're not talking about the L from the train wreck that is a live adaptation of the anime, or maybe it wasn't off the manga maybe? I don't know. But it was still bad. Let's get into it. This idea was suggested to me by a friend, doing with other characters, but such a character as L, why not do his solo and do the others in a separate video? It seems that you guys liked the last video a lot, and the feedback I got on to improve it will still be implemented in this video. But if you do want to see more of these, then just like and comment on what I should do next. But if you guys stay until the end, there's an announcement I want to make, or you want to hear the announcement straight out, just skip to the time step that might flash up. But let's get into it. Imagine being so mysterious that you cannot simply figure yourself out, although being dubbed the world's greatest detective. Like, looking things up about him, there's literally not much to be found, other than him having being an orphan and being placed in a home, air quotes around home, where they try to work on children's intelligence or whatever. I'm not sure about the part, but so let me know in the comment section, that'd be greatly helpful. Or being known as the world's greatest detective. He is commonly known simply by L. To give a general rap about the anime and the manga that he appears in, well, simply a certain high schooler being bored of life, as you know most people around his age are, but on his way home you come across a black book that reads Death Note. I think in the anime they don't show it saying Death Note, but it translated to Death Note. As the name suggests, it kills people in which they write the names in, which this certain character used to its fullest extent, and from there occurs many things that led to another. But that's the main character side. We're talking about L here, who is the antagonist in the series despite being the hero. Now, I call L an antagonist despite him bringing justice to those who are committing wicked and unspeakable acts. However, since an antagonist is the character that opposes the protagonist, this makes L the counter to his series protagonist. But the majority of what makes L who he is comes literally with his interaction with this certain main character. Fine. The character name I am speaking about is Light Yagami. I know, ironic for those who know about the anime. But as mentioned, the conflict that goes up between L and Light epitomizes the entirety of Death Note as a show, let alone the anime. Just epitomizes it. If you know, you know. Me suggests it as a great anime starter for those getting involved in anime, as well as it's hard to talk about L as there's no real information about him. Like, I researched him, and well, it seems from what I got, here's a real quick download of it. He was born on October 31st, 1979, seems to be around 24 years old. He's also a Scorpio based on a quick Google search. Scorpios are generally discreet and rather secretive, that holds an air of mystery about them. That fits L to a rather sizable hunched over T. He is so secretive, in fact, that I don't even recall them disclosing his full name officially in the anime. I really don't. They probably did, I just don't remember. But I looked it up, and it seems his name is Lawliet. I might pronounce that wrong, please forgive me. But he's also used many other names in order to try and outsmart Light. But one of them seems like a personal connection, and try to see if he can get Light to admit that he's a killer. He uses so many different names as he's trying to confuse Light and get Light to admit that he is a killer. L stands from Los Garrafas, or Goggle will say, tells me he is 178 centimeters tall, but he does tend to slouch, so I'm assuming he's actually about a little over 6 feet if he stands up straight, right? This is where it gets weird. As I looked up his race, or what his species is, Google tells me he is unknown. Wow, L, just keep being a mystery. So as I mentioned, the external and internal conflicts that occurs between Light and L is probably the best thing to see at the time when it was first airing, as both characters try to outsmart one another. In terms of pure intelligence, I would have to give it to L, as he literally, within his and Light's first encounter, says that Light is Kara, meaning killer, and are causing all the past tenses in the world. YouTube is sort of sensitive, so I have to kind of censor some things. Light and Elle are famously known to play cat and mouse with one another, almost trying to one-up another, namely a certain potato chip eating scene. But Elle is smarter than Light only because Light was able to kill Elle with the aid of multiple people in a Shinigami. Light himself has stated on multiple occasions that Elle and the police have backed him in a corner, but there have been times that Elle always wanted to have an intellectual rival, which he found in Light. So much, in fact, that one quote from Elle, he said he always wanted Light to be Kira, which could imply seeing Kira as someone gave Elle a thrill and sometimes actually made his work so much fun. But while looking up all these quotes for him, a lot of quotes suggest that Elle really valued Light as a companion, and he eventually does come around to trusting Light, obviously, or else he wouldn't have killed Elle. Even as far as to say that if Elle dies, that he wants Light to take over the investigation. This could easily imply that Elle trusts Light's intelligence and quick thinking, and that if anybody on the task force could find out Kira, it would be Light. However, in the end, the battle was ended in L's L, and White, W instead of L for Light, has finally gotten rid of all his obstacles and was going to create his world without crying. Until, I want to say the second season, but it probably wasn't the second season. It starts, or the season without L and N, y'all know the one, which we don't talk about, but we just talked about it, like we don't talk about Bruno, as not many anime fans who have seen this anime particularly like this season after Death of L, at least from what I've heard, they didn't like it. But let me all know y'all thoughts in the comments when you thought about that season without L. Well, there you have it. This is a character analysis that is Lawliet, still think I'm pronouncing it wrong, and some of the mysteries that surround him. If you guys like the character analysis, then go ahead and like the video and let me know down in the comment sections and who you would like me to do next on the character analysis. The other characters that were requested were the other Death Note characters, but I'll do them in a separate video along. I will also do Naruto and Kishiro from Fist of the North Star was also suggested, so stay tuned. Oh, I see you came here for the announcement. Well, first, this video will go on both my gaming channel and my reaction channel. But speaking of reaction channel, this will be the last video for the reaction channel for a while, as I'll put it in hiatus until further notice, but I will be doing gameplays and funny moments on the gaming channel. So if you want to see more of me, or want to see that, then the channel will be linked in the description. After a week after this video is uploaded, I will be unlisting all my content on the reaction channel. So a week after this video, the one about L, is uploaded, I will be unlisting all the videos on my reaction channel. But I will eventually come back eventually. I just don't know when. But I do love and appreciate all of you guys who will continue to support me and have stayed positive and spread peace and have love in their hearts. Until that, with that being said, love, peace, and positivity, your boy is out.